I've got my handy space assessment tool. I'm going to assess while I scrapbook this layout because I had a very small kit from my hodgepodge kit. I've got Take 5 challenge that I want to do with this, so that means I will be finding a bunch of things. I plan on doing a few things. I also have a prompt from the Scraptastic Inspiration by Julie. That is a sketch that I will show you here. I'm going to use that. And then this mini kit I have is kind of a hodgepodge. I have this piece of paper, this Wildflower Cartabella from 2013. This is very pretty and all, but I will never use this. Never. So I'm using this as my background. It's kind of ugly. Most of it's going to get covered up, and then I'm going to gesso to kind of lighten it, if that makes sense. I hope this works out. And then I'm going to create, since you saw that sketch, the prompt for, there's also prompts that Julie is doing at the Scraptastic Inspiration for September. Each week, actually each day has a prompt. And so one of the prompts I'm going to work on is fringe. So you saw how that layout was. I'm going to do layers of fringes. So I'm going to go down a little farther, and then I'm going to gesso, maybe do some stamping. I've got my shimmers, limoncello, plus, blue me darn, spritz or colorings from Shimmers, which kind of matches. And I wanted the yellow. I don't want a lot of the orange. I want more of the yellow because this is the photo I'm going to use of my mom and my sisters. And I have some dots. I might use this one or this one. Not sure yet. So yeah, I have a lot of things. So I have all this die cuts that came in this other little kit. Like I said, I don't remember what these papers are from, but this is what they look like. So yeah, let's get started. All right, right off the bat, I'm just trimming all the papers that I wanted to do for the fringe on the top. So yeah, that sketch basically contained a big section on the top. They just had one pattern paper, and then below it the photo kind of overlapping that on top of some mixed media and some little clusters of ephemera and die cuts and that kind of thing. So instead of just one big strip on the top, I'm going to do, like I had said, except for in horrible English, I'm going to do multiple layers of fringe just to kind of use up the kit and get some fringe in there, add some texture to that. Right now, just layering up the back of my photo with some scrap pieces that I had left over after trimming all my fringe. And then here I'm just going to start cutting the fringe, and I'm not making you watch that, so I fast forward, and then here I'm layering all my pieces. And I varied the width, and I didn't cut those words in fringe because I really liked them standing out. And I realized like the fringe probably, you still would have been able to read it, but I wanted it to be variable. Like I didn't want it to be super the same throughout on every spot in that. So, because I really liked the word strong was standing out, and there was one word that wasn't completely cut that you couldn't read it. So I did not fringe the word, that word pattern paper. And yeah, I don't remember where this pattern paper or what this kit from or what this collection is, but it's really thick paper and I really like it. And I really like how gessoing that other paper turned out because there's still a pattern. You can slightly see a pattern behind it, but yet it's not just that glaring, like it was like a goldy brown. I don't know, that color just is kind of off-putting, but I liked the idea of having a subtle pattern underneath everything. So right now I'm just futzing with all like different die cuts and ephemera, and one of my Take 5 items was staples. So I'm attaching a lot of things with my We Are Memory Keepers little like anywhere stapler that is magnet. It's very handy. Sometimes it's hard to line up, but I like that I can staple anywhere in the page. Like it doesn't have to be on the end. it goes anywhere on the page. So it was just a random, I think I had a discount for it or something. I don't remember why I picked that of all the things that I could have gotten, but so now I'm going to try this out. So I wanted like the coffee ring look. So I'm combining a couple things. I have some old Tattered Angels glimmer mists. And so I have one that is like almost a black. Oh, the name of it is Almost Black. That's really funny. And then I have this other one called Cork. So I figured a combination, and now I'm dropping things. A combination of both of them would give it like a browny black color. So I combined those two and then use that little tiny mason jar. And I like the way that turned out. I might use that more often. I'd like to have a smaller circle too. So I got to find something that would work as a smaller circle. And then adding splatters of that color around, adding splatters of that Well Bloomy Darn, and then adding some limoncello kind of around those coffee rings, if we'll call them that, and then some splatters of that as well to add in all those colors. This page actually is pretty busy, but I really like it. I really like it. It's a really good memory too. Really good memory. So now just applying everything with some Nuvo because of all that mixed media underneath. I figured Nuvo plus Staples, I should be good. You'd hope. And some of the things I'll pop up, some of the things I won't. But yeah, just random ephemera pieces I'm going to stick on there, staple down my photo. I really like that tag. This is Smile, and that's essentially my title. It could even read as Strong Smile because you can see the word strong up there, but Smile, which is really funny because I feel like the last few layouts I've done, I've titled them Smile. It's kind of been the theme lately. It makes me almost think about wanting to like do a whole week where every page has the same title, but they're all different because they're all going to go in different books. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be more of like my book, like my personal book, because this was a girls trip. This was just sisters and mom. And I have like that journaling book I have. So, and then the other book is family photos. And so that one will go in like our family album. And then I could do another one of my little one and his baby album, I'm sure. But yeah, so just kind of layering up some of those die cuts that came with this little mini kit from Scrappy. And like I said, this must be from like 2013, maybe 2012, around there. I had no branding strips still from this. No, and it's a mixture of a few different kits. I've used that diagonal stripe paper, and I think that blue paper on the very top are in the same kit, and all the other ones were together in a separate kit. So, and then the ephemera came with that. So nothing crazy that I'm doing that you can't tell. And now I broke out some Spiegel Mom's scrap sequins because I was like, you know what? We need a little bling on this page. And I love the way it looks like within all that mixed media. And I'm trying to find out which one I used. It was either Falling for You, which it might have been Falling for You that I used, or it was... what's that other yellow one that I have? Yellowish one. Because they were like goldy yellow colors. Or it might be Golden Somerset. Gold Summer Sunset. I think it is. I think it's Gold Summer Sunset. And I just picked out some of the pale yellow ones and the gold ones. Just kind of applying them everywhere. But yeah, that is my layout. So this is the layout, that I did my assessment on. So next week you'll see my craft room tour and what I discovered while doing this layout and where everything was. But here's some close-ups. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for more scrapping organization. Bye.